Sir, there is also allegation of judicial activism.
As I said, like we did in the demolition judgment or the Bulldozer justice, where we found that the executive was acting in excess, executive was acting as a judge. Then there are limits within which the judicial activism should act. As I always say, the judicial activism should not turn into judicial adversaryism or judicial terrorism.
But sir, bulldozers are still bulldozing. Sir, did you face any pressure from the executive ever or politicians?
No.
That shoe throwing incident. What went through your mind, sir, when you saw that? You remained very calm, what I read.
Even Bar requested for the initiating the proceedings.
Maybe it's as a result of my upbringing.
So, and Justice Verma, sir, the cash was found in one of the judges' house allegedly. Do you think it has shaken the public trust on judiciary?
It is wrong to deny that it has not affected the image of the judiciary.
You have seen now opposition even dragging judiciary and constitutional bodies when they attack the government. How do you look at it, sir?
नहीं गलत है. Judges act according to their perception.
There's always a grudge among the common citizens that high profile cases को timely address कर दिया जाता है, पर जो आम आदमी जो citizens हैं, जो उनकी concerns को इतनी जल्दी list नहीं होता है. Why is this discrimination overall, although it's a cliched question, and pendency of the cases, sir?
You know the ratio of population to judges in our country.
Who will fix it, sir? Like how will it be fixed?
That's for the executive and the parliament.
सर एक ये था सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जजेस की अपॉइंटमेंट को लेके ये होता है कि बहुत जल्दी रिटायरमेंट आ जाता है उनका जब तक वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट पहुंचते हैं, या CJI जैसे आपका टेन्योर 6 मंथ का था, तो आपको लगता है कि एक फिक्स टेन्योर होना चाहिए?
नहीं, मुझे नहीं ऐसा नहीं लगता.
बट आपको लगता नहीं सर सीनियरिटी बेसिस नहीं होना चाहिए बल्कि एक फिक्स टेन्योर होना चाहिए? You should give a view now, sir.
I don't think it's necessary.
You have, I think, pledged that you will not take any governorship in future. Is it?
I have decided that I will not take any post-retirement assignment of the government.
Sir, after holding the highest post in the judiciary of this country, so how do you see your retirement, your tenure, and what is your next plan post-retirement, sir?
I have always been saying that I'm really happy, satisfied and content with my tenure. I could do whatever I had anticipated and planned to do. And post-retirement, last 2-3 days I am feeling fully relaxed, and next plans, it's yet, I'm just relaxing at the moment, and I will take a call as I will come after some time.
Sir, which judgment in your tenure as a CJI do you think has moved you or had a major impact, positive or negative?
No, as a CJI, I have delivered many judgments on the judicial reforms are concerned, and also on the environmental issues. So I think these are the important areas where I could significantly, or rather I means we, because the judgments are of the benches, we could substantially contribute to the reformation in the judicial systems and protection of environment, ecology and the wildlife.
Sir, there is also allegation of judicial activism these days, like in the case of Jallikattu or this firecrackers, just as an example. Sir, what is your take on that, sir?
No, I always say that judicial activism is bound to remain. From the period of 80s, when the court even started entertaining the postcards and exercising PIL jurisdiction. Because in many cases, the citizens, on account of their socio-economic handicaps, are not in a position to directly approach the court for redressal of their grievance, for protection of their rights. So in such a situation, permitting a person to approach the court on their behalf is in a way, it fulfills our promise of economic and social justice to the last citizen of this country. But then there are limits within which the judicial activism should act. As I always say, the judicial activism should not turn into judicial adversaryism or judicial terrorism. Ultimately, our constitution believes in the separation of powers between the legislature, the executive and the judiciary.
So many critics see this as a overreach and sometimes, even bypassing the executive.
So therefore, at times, as I said, like we did in the demolition judgment or the Bulldozer justice, where we found that the executive was acting in excess, executive was acting as a judge in their own cause, merely because a citizen was found to be involved in a criminal act, his houses were demolished, and we found that this would amount to not only violating his rights but the rights of inmates of the house, his brothers, sisters, mother, father, children, and that was like taking a law into hand. And we also held that the right to shelter is a fundamental right, and therefore laid down guidelines. So that is a case wherein I would, it's not proper for me to justify my judgment, but I think that would be a case where a judicial activism should be promoted, but not beyond a particular limit.
But sir, bulldozers are still bulldozing at many places.
Yes, so therefore we had given and liberty to the citizens to knock the doors of the high courts wherever there was a violation, and we had also expected that wherever such a grievance is brought to the notice of the court, we had laid down stringent measures that the person who is indulging in violation of the orders of the court would be guilty for the contempt of court. And not only that, we have also directed that such demolished house, after following the proper procedure, is found to be illegally demolished, then the government will have to reconstruct it and recover the amount from the persons who are guilty.
Sir, did you face any pressure from the executive ever or politicians?
No. Genuinely no. I answered that question on Saturday when I was meeting the journalists also.
Sir, we have seen many senior bar members also raising question on the collegium transparency. What is your view on this, sir?
I have been considering the collegium is transparent. The allegation that collegium lacks transparency or opaque, or it is opaque is, I think, not well founded. And then right from the period of Justice Khanna, we also started interacting with the candidates. We interact with all the candidates for any period between 15 minutes to half an hour. And we also take inputs from various factors, the consulting judges who have an opportunity to see the performance of those lawyers, then the executive, the chief ministers of the state, the governors of the state, the IB, and the law ministry. And after taking into consideration all these aspects, only the final decision is taken by the college.
Sir, two very unfortunate incidents happened in this your tenure, sir. One, that shoe throwing incident. What went through your mind, sir, when you saw that? You remained very calm, what I read in research. Can you describe what happened?
Even bar requested for the initiating the proceedings.
But you did not take any action against this.
No, because maybe I don't, maybe it's as a result of my upbringing. When something happened in the court, I didn't even know that it was related to some alleged utterances made by me in the court or alleged observations made in the court. But I felt that I must go proceed with the matter, and that was a decision taken by me at the spur of the moment.
So, and Justice Verma, sir, the cash was found in one of the judges' house allegedly, and the case is now, I think, in the Parliament and the JPC, the committee. So, sir, what is your take on that, sir? And do you think it has shaken the public trust on judiciary?
It was an unfortunate incident, and it is wrong to deny that it has not affected the image of the judiciary. But now the matter is pending before the Parliament. The impeachment proceedings are already initiated. The inquiry committee headed by a sitting judge of this court is inquiring into the matter, and therefore, as a matter of propriety, it will not be proper for me to comment any further on that.
तो सर हमने देखा है कि टाइम टू टाइम जुडिशरी पे करप्शन चार्जेस अब लगने लगे हैं. सर आपको लगता है कि कोई एक इंडिपेंडेंट ऐसी बॉडी होनी चाहिए जो इमीडिएटली इंटरवीन कर सके इन मैटर्स में, सर?
Why should judges only judge?
नहीं, यहाँ जजेस ओनली जज द जजेस ऐसा नहीं है. इंक्वायरी कमिटी कंसिस्ट ऑफ वन सिटिंग जज एंड देयर आर सीनियर लॉयर्स आल्सो ऑन द कमिटी, एंड फाइनल कॉल इज टेकन बाय द पार्लियामेंट. Yeah. So if the parliament or the legislators think that the system is not adequate, they are always at liberty to evolve a system which, while concerning this concerns, while addressing these concerns, also ensures that the independence of judiciary is also maintained.
Sir, my question, one more question is a little political because you have seen now opposition even dragging judiciary and constitutional bodies when they attack the government. How do you look at it, sir?
नहीं, गलत है. Judges act according to their perception, according to the law that they perceive, that they understand, and as per the facts that are there before them. So, fair criticism of judgment is always welcome, but then criticizing the judges for their judgments is not in a good taste.
Sir, another question is that, there's always a grudge among the common citizens that high profile cases को timely address कर दिया जाता है, पर जो आम आदमी जो citizens हैं, जो उनकी concerns को इतनी जल्दी list नहीं होता है. Why is this discrimination overall, although it's a cliched question, and pendency of the cases, sir? You see, still I think 4 crores cases are
Pendency
pending,
of
sir.
the cases, but the ratio of population to judges in our country is one of the lowest in the world. And with whatever manpower we have, with whatever number of judges we have, everybody is trying their best to discharge their duties, to hear and decide the cases as much as they can. और ये परसेप्शन है कि हाई प्रोफाइल केसेस ही होती है, ये बराबर नहीं है. आपके लॉ रिपोर्टर्स रहते होंगे. वी ऑल्सो इन माई tenure in 6.5 years, I must have decided so many criminal appeals arising out of 302. I have decided death references. I have decided also bail matters. And high profile, though, it doesn't mean that we give priority to the high profile cases, but there are certain matters which are of larger importance. कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि एक मैटर डिसाइड करके thousands of matters can be decided. So at times the priority is given to such matters.
So, sir, judges' proportion to population, as you said, is low. Sir, who will fix it, sir? Like, how will it be fixed?
That's for the executive and the parliament. Yeah. Because those things are to be taken into consideration.
Because when the entire country is, restructuring and transforming, so don't you think that this aspect should also be addressed sooner than later?
Right. It's high time that the executive and the parliament also look at this, because right to justice is a now fundamental right to speedy justice, right to justice without much expense is also a right of a citizen.
सर, एक ये था सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जजेस की अपॉइंटमेंट को लेके ही होता है कि बहुत जल्दी रिटायरमेंट आ जाता है उनका जब तक वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट पहुंचते हैं. या CJI, जैसे आपका टेन्योर 6 मंथ का था, तो आपको लगता है कि एक फिक्स टेन्योर होना चाहिए, एटलीस्ट 2 ईयर्स का कुछ बार होना चाहिए जो CJI बने, क्योंकि क्या होता है जब तक काम समझते हैं पूरा, उसके बाद एकदम से रिटायरमेंट आ जाता है. तो वो जो आप वेलफेयर करना चाहते थे, जो कोल लेना चाहते थे, वो नहीं हो पाता उस ड्यूरेशन में. कैसे देखेंगे सर?
नहीं, मुझे नहीं ऐसा नहीं लगता, क्योंकि अभी मेरा पीरियड 6 महीने 10 दिन का था. उसमें से काफ़ी दिन तो समर वेकेशन भी आई थी, दसरा वेकेशन आई थी, दिवाली वेकेशन आई थी. बट आई कुड परफॉर्म वॉट एवर आई एंटिसिपेटेड, वॉट एवर आई प्लान्ड आउट.
बट आपको लगता नहीं सर सीनियरिटी बेसिस नहीं होना चाहिए बल्कि एक फिक्स टेन्योर होना चाहिए? यू शुड गिव अ व्यू नाउ सर.
आई डोंट थिंक इट्स नेसेसरी.
इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी.
सर, एक रिजर्वेशन को लेके भी आया, जैसे आप एक कम्युनिटी से आते हैं, आप सेकंड शेड्यूल उससे, लेकिन आपको लगता है कि इकोनॉमिक वीकर सेक्शन के जो लोग हैं या जो इस स्पेशल कास्ट से आते हैं वो मिसयूज़ हो रहे हैं, जो लोग इकोनॉमिक प्रोस्पर हैं, तो वो भी
नहीं. भाई, तो मैंने मेरे जजमेंट में लिखा है, जो सब क्लासिफिकेशन का जजमेंट था, कि उसमें तो इशू यही था कि वेदर सब क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ शेड्यूल कास्ट अमॉन्ग द शेड्यूल कास्ट इज परमिसिबल. तो हमने तो आउट ऑफ 7 जजेस 6 हैव हेल्ड इन फेवर ऑफ दैट. और मैंने उसमें ये भी व्यू लिया है कि इवन अमॉन्ग्स द शेड्यूल कास्ट द कंसेप्ट ऑफ क्रीमी लेयर और समथिंग लाइक दैट शुड बी इंट्रोड्यूस्ड. क्योंकि शेड्यूल कास्ट में से जिन लोगों ने रिजर्वेशन लेके दे हैव मार्च फॉरवर्ड्स, according to me, they should either give up the reservation themselves or some criteria has to be evolved, because the concept of reservation is to provide an opportunity who is downtrodden, who is lagging behind. और अगर समझो वो क्लास में से आगे आए हुए लोग ही अगर वो बेनिफिट लेते हैं तो जो पीछे रहेंगे.
सर, एक और महत्वपूर्ण चीज़, व्हेन आई वाज रिसर्चिंग अबाउट दिस इंटरव्यू, आपने ऑफिशियल गाड़ी छोड़ दी, तो ये क्या प्रेसिडेंट, थोड़ा बताएं इसके बारे में सर.
नहीं, आई बिलीव कि वंस आई सीज टू बी द CJI आफ्टर द न्यू CJI took oath at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, it is the new CJI who should go in official vehicle assigned to the CJI, to the Supreme Court. Nothing new in that.
But sir, also you have, I think, pledged that you will not take any governorship in future, or is it?
I have decided that I will not take any post-retirement assignment of the government, and of course, including in any office if it is offered to me.
सर एक था कि सवाल उठते रहे हैं हमेशा कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट में छुट्टियां बहुत होती हैं, विंटर वेकेशन, समर वेकेशन, दिवाली वेकेशन, लेकिन आपने भी अपने टेन्योर में एक बड़ा अच्छा एक डिफरेंट चीज़ किया था जब आप कुछ जजेस और उनकी फैमिलीज जो हैं वो आउट ऑफ स्टेशन गए थे घूमने के लिए, मेंटल पीस के लिए। वो क्या आपके माइंड में था उस समय सर?
नहीं, ये जो कहना है कि हम छुट्टियाँ बहुत ज़्यादा होती है, ये गलत है। क्योंकि छुट्टियों में का जो ज़्यादा जो समय है, तो हमारे जो बड़े बड़े जजमेंट्स रहते हैं वो वी कांट डू इट इन रेगुलर डेज, बिकॉज वी हैव टू रीड 50, 60 एट टाइम्स 70 मैटर्स। सैटरडे संडे कभी कोई ऑफिशियल फंक्शंस रहते हैं, कहाँ कोई कॉन्फ्रेंस रहती, कोई इनाग्रेशन रहती, एंड देयरफॉर मोर देन हाफ ऑफ द टाइम इन द वेकेशन इज स्पेंड ऑन जजमेंट राइटिंग। और जो रणथंभौर गए थे हम, बिकॉज ऑल जजेस आर लाइक अ फैमिली, सो वी ऑल वांटेड टू जस्ट रिलैक्स एंड स्पेंड सम टाइम टुगेदर।
सर अंतिम में लास्ट क्वेश्चन में, any judgment you think should have done it, you should have done it differently in all your tenure?
No, I don't think that. As a High Court judge, when I had decided 2 judgments incorrectly, I was candid enough to declare them per incuriam and change my view. But in last 6.5 years, I don't think that.
सर लोग कहते हैं कि जजेस का बड़ा मुश्किल काम होता है, और आपको भी कभी कभी क्या पब्लिक हीट या पब्लिक प्रेशर फील हुआ जो किसी मुद्दे पे ऑल टेन्योर या मीडिया प्रेशर?
कहता हूँ कि जजेस शुड नॉट डिसाइड द मैटर्स बिकॉज द पीपल और द प्रेस वुड लाइक इट और डिसलाइक इट. द जजेस हैव टू डिसाइड द केसेस ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द पेपर्स बिफोर देम, on the basis of the facts before them, and as per the law that is applicable to those facts.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for talking and taking all the questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you.